chop soup earlier.
Oh shit. Where'd you go, Dynasty?
No, we went to J Hibachi.
Oh, fancy. You're
Fancy.
getting you're getting fancy on me, Jason Robbins.
No, not really.
I don't know, man. I mean, for the food and the price, I know that Chinese food is like the worst for you, but for the amount of food you get, for the amount of price that you pay,
Yeah.
Chinese buffet is better than fast food.
Well, I had hibachi. That's Japanese.
Yeah, yeah. But I was saying though, is like Japanese, the hibachi, it's is pretty not expensive, but it's, like what, $10 a plate?
It was like $12 a plate.
Yeah, something like that. Whereas you go to a Chinese buffet, it's $21 for two people. It's like shit, dude. That's Burger King prices.
Yeah. Well, you have to drink a gallon of water as soon as you leave the Chinese buffet.
That's true. That's true. I usually tell them to just keep the Diet Cokes coming because there's no possible way you can keep up with me.
Uh, Let me move this up out of the way. There we go. That looks good.
Yeah, Duncan just texted me, so I assume he's ready to go. If we want to go ahead and do the ad and play the music.
Sure. All right. You ready?
I am ready, sir.
Here we go in three, two, one.
This episode of Open Micers is brought to you by that dirty motherfucker, BJ DeBlow. He knows exactly what he did, and he would have started his own podcast, but he was too chicken shit. So let's start the music.
Episode 69, dudes. My name is Jason
Nice.
Robbins.
I have the humor and the face of a 12-year-old. I'm Jacob Craig. And that's right, dude. We're doing 69. All right.
Usually people celebrate, like 50 or 100 episodes, 200 episodes, 500 episodes. No, we're doing 69, baby.
69. All right. I mean, what else could we possibly do?
I don't know. I didn't even think we were going to make it this far.
I didn't either, to be honest. I thought as soon as live comedy came back, we would both just be like, we don't have time for this. But then it's like, more fun than a lot of other things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we get to do shit like talk to Pink Floyd members. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. We talked to some
Talk,
cool people on this show. Most episodes
talk.
got to get to like a couple hundred before cool people start coming on.
Yeah, dude, we got to episode 6.
Yeah.
Episode 6, we got fucking Dante from Clerks. He's like, yeah, I'll do you a favor.
So what did you really think we were going to make it this far? Like serious? I honestly did not think we were going to make it this far.
No, I honestly didn't either, to tell you the truth. I literally thought as soon as we started doing live comedy again, we would both just kind of be like, well, we can't financially support our podcast, so we should just fucking shit can it.
Yeah.
But then we started talking to really cool fucking people.
See, that's the thing. If we weren't talking to such cool people, I would have canned this show like 20 episodes ago. I mean, like, screw this. Tired of
Yeah.
paying out of my pocket for this damn show.
Oh yeah. I mean, I pay out of my pocket too every month. And luckily we have one Patreon supporter that makes it all worth it.
Kyla has entered the room. Or actually,
Oh,
is it Kyla or is it
it's
is it
it's
Duncan?
Duncan Stone Street. I
Let's take
think it might be.
let's take a bet. See who it's gonna be.
I bet it's gonna be
It's
Duncan.
Duncan.
Oh, what did I tell you, boy? What did I tell you? In case you
There he
guys didn't
is.
know, we're gonna do some pop-ins from past guests. The first one is Duncan Stone Street. What's up, dude?
Not shit, hanging out, bro. Had to work today because, I'm a real man.
Hey, dude. Hey,
Dude, I just gotta
shut up,
say,
bro.
dude, your set last night was fire.
Dude, I
Absolute
appreciate
fire.
that. I wasn't even gonna go up. Jacob talked me into it, honestly. Yesterday wasn't like a comedy day, so I was like, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, that's what I do is I strong arm people into doing stand-up comedy. It's kind of what I'm known for.
Yeah, he makes me do
The
it all
dick
the
move.
time when even when I like been wanting to retire.
Dude, yeah, it's a total dick move.
Well, look, dude, you had a great fucking set. I'm really proud of you because when you first came on, you had maybe like a good 5 minutes, and you seemed promising. And now I've even taken you on the road and shit, and you're one of the better people on our scene because you write jokes and you actually fucking are funny.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's awesome. I like the road. It was interesting. Other than the part where you almost died, that part was not.
So
I
what?
didn't almost die, dude.
Well, I got to hear this. What happened? I don't know this story.
So there were copious amounts of marijuana, and I don't know how these people get down, man. But we smoked bongs, joints, all this stuff. Everybody slopped into the couch, and I was like, "Get this bong ready." And I said, "Jacob, you want to hit this?" And I look over, and he's just sweating like profusely, like that fat guy. It smelled like the Dodgers chicken he had ate.
Hey, man.
It was fucking. So then I look over at him. I'm like, "Oh my God, Jacob, are you okay?" And he just goes, "My heart hurts, but I'm fine."
Look,
I was
dude,
like, "Oh my God." I was like,
I
"I
was
can't
perfectly
call your
fine.
mom if something happens." I was like, "I can't call your. I'm not facing your mom if something happens to you."
Look, man, I'm sweating right now, and it just so happens I always smell like Dodge's chicken. Like that has
I
nothing
could
to do with
see
anything.
that. I could see that.
But what happened was we were hanging out at the owner of the Slapsticks bar in Panama City's house because that's where we were staying, and he gets down, and
Dude,
Compton Smith
yeah,
gets down, and Michael Statham gets down,
it's down,
and
dude.
his co-owner of the bar gets down with some medical marijuana, and
Dude,
I
I was
finished
not
his
prepared for that.
I finished his joint of medical
God, you
marijuana.
guys should have known better. You should have known
Yeah,
better. See,
I
Dude, yeah, I
I
knew we
coughed
were
up
fucked.
shit that I didn't realize was in my body.
I knew when we were fucked when we were all smoking it, and he was just sitting in the corner like like that evil ass laugh. Like I knew we were in trouble. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen too. Dude, I got so high I couldn't even unbuckle my belt. Like I couldn't even like I was struggling to. I couldn't even piss.
True story, dude. I couldn't unbuckle his belt either. I tried my hardest.
Dude, yeah. But it was a good time though, man. Like I wish I would have got to stay for the whole thing, but shit happens.
Yeah, this guy left me in Panama City because his girlfriend forced him to come home, talking about being a real man and all that shit.
You know what? I don't regret it at all.
You're
So
right. I probably should have came with you. To be fair, there was a hurricane on its way. But my
Yeah.
thought on it was that the hurricane's hitting Mississippi and I'm in Panama City. So why the fuck would I go towards the
Yeah,
hurricane?
no shit. Just stay where you're at.
um shit happens. But dude, hello. How are you? Oh, girlfriend just got home.
Is this another pop in? Is this another
Yeah, I
pop in
guess
guest
so.
right now?
If she wants to be a guest, I don't know. She just got off work.
Where's she
You,
at?
you want to be a guest?
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, it's Kyla Grace,
Kyla
everybody.
Grace, everyone.
Hello. Do you want a headphone?
Sure.
Okay.
Hi,
Or should I
guys.
just unplug it? I'll unplug it. Can you guys hear us?
Yes. I can
Yeah,
still hear
you actually sound better.
Nice.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. 2 for
Hello.
1 pop in guests. We just went from 6 to 7.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
What's going on?
What are we talking about?
We were talking about getting exuberantly high.
When we were in Panama.
Ooh, you
Yeah.
looked high in that one picture that Compton posted, and your head's just leaned back, and it looks like you're
Oh.
contemplating life. And
I was hungover in that picture. I don't know if it's
one Jack and Diet Coke.
well, I don't know if it's normal to get hungover off of marijuana, but on 2 occasions I've gotten hungover off of marijuana because I got
oh
so
no,
big.
don't give the conservatives ammo.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't.
no, marijuana
I don't think I've
gives you the
ever
worst hangover.
gotten a marijuana hangover before. I don't even think
Right.
that's a thing. Oh, nice.
I've done it on 2 occasions.
You
Hell
might
yeah,
you
dude.
might have some sort of allergy. Maybe that's why.
Dude,
Can I just say I am so jealous you get to interview Randall Pink Floyd, bro. Like,
Hell yeah, dude.
I've
Fucking
looked up
end
to
of
that
the
guy for
episode,
so
bro.
long. I have looked up to him for so long.
You remind me a lot of that character, actually.
Bro, I just need y'all to ask him one question, okay?
Okay,
I need you to
hold on. I'm gonna
Okay.
write it down.
I just need you to ask him where did he get the belt buckle pipe that he was smoking in front of the Emporium in the scene with Matthew McConaughey? I've looked everywhere for one of those and I cannot find one.
Well, I'm pretty sure that was a movie prop, and he would have no idea where to pick that up. But
you know
I'll
what?
ask him.
I need the number to that company because I want one.
Well, I would say
that
go
thing-
to Austin and pretty much go to any
Yeah, you're right.
probably belt store. Like, hey, you got a belt buckle with a pipe.
I have friends in Austin. I'll see if I can hook us up.
Just make sure you don't get
Nice.
pregnant over there, because
Oh, that's a whole
Yeah.
thing now. Yeah.
Wait, people only get pregnant in Austin? What?
Or is like Austin impregnating them? It's
I don't
like,
know.
does Austin make you pregnant?
Maybe. I
I-
don't know. I've never
I
been
think
to Austin.
Austin is such a good time. It's like the new Las Vegas. It's like everything that happens in Austin stays in Austin except for that baby. You
Yeah.
have to take that with
I'm
you.
sure Frank Sinatra would truly disagree that Austin is like Las Vegas. He doesn't have
Hey,
a
man.
song going, Austin! Like,
What do you know
that's
about
not-
Frank Sinatra, bro? You ever met some Sinatra, dude?
Dude, don't, hey, look, hey, man. All right, I'm old school, okay?
He made me watch like a 6-part miniseries on Frank Sinatra,
Yeah.
and I fell asleep at every single part.
Dude, are you secretly 65?
In some ways, yeah. Like, I
Well,
have, like,
you do have the
you know what?
demeanor of an old man.
He drives 10 miles under the speed limit.
yeah.
You do do that.
It takes him 2 hours to get to Hattiesburg,
Oh my god.
guys.
I can get to
You know
I can
what?
get to Hattiesburg in like 20 minutes flat.
Right.
You know what? But I have an impeccable driving record.
I do not.
Exactly. Exactly.
Didn't you get hit while you were parked, Jason?
Yeah, many times. Yeah, this last accident I got into was in the mall parking lot, and I in front of that new theater that they have. Have you ever been to that side of the parking lot? Where you get to the end of the rows and you can't see around because the cars are all the way to the street. So I got to the end of the row and I pull forward to see around this like big ass like Range Rover, and I couldn't see around it. And when I did, this lady just came by doing like 75 miles an hour and scraped up the front of my car, and it was my fault. Yep, it was my fault. So my insurance went up $60 freaking a month.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, what do you guys have going on? What have you both been up to since the last time you were both on?
I'm a librarian now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can read?
You also. Oh,
I
shit.
can read and I can write.
And I
You've
can't
also.
Oh, now that we have Kylo on the show, I have a bone to pick. You have in your set. We've had Kylo on the show before, haven't we? As a guest?
Yes.
It was the
yes.
quickest
Yeah.
show ever. We had like a 30-minute top.
Oh, okay.
That's not true.
Well,
I think our quickest show ever was with Corin Neiman.
I think I meant to
Continue.
to bring this up to you then. You have a joke in your set about the Goofy, the Goofy movie.
Ah, here we fucking go, dude.
And you refer to Goofy as a dog. Goofy is not a dog. Goofy
Goofy's
is
a
a
dog.
cow. He's a cow.
No, he's a dog.
He's a cow.
Check your sources. I'm a
how-
librarian.
how
I can
much
do that for you.
Do you want to bet on
What do
this?
you want to bet?
Here we go. Make a bet.
What are we betting? I'm not shaving my beard again. I'm not doing that. I'll bet something else.
Shave
Kyla
your
has
head.
to shave her
don't
head.
Do that.
Kyla has to either shave her head or I have to
Oh.
grow I have to
No.
I have to grow out a skullet. I don't know.
we have to make the bet, but I'm telling you, he's a dog.
Okay, we'll make the bet, and then we'll have the resident Disney expert, Mr. Wally Phelps, come on to verify the answer of
Okay, we'll have him check his sources too.
what's your source.
Yeah, there's a whole Disney history section at the library at USM. And guess who read most of those books? Not me. I read some of them. But they're there. They're there and you can read them.
I'm going to take this bet, and we're going to bet something we have to do live during one of our stand-up sets.
We have to do one of a really bad set or something.
We have to
Well,
tank.
that's both of you
heckle
every
the
night.
crowd. We have to heckle our own sets.
We have to tank our own set, and we have to come out and tell
exactly.
the dumbest, most unfunny jokes we can think of.
Then.
Okay,
That's settled. Okay.
I'm down for that. That's the bet. That's the bet.
How far have we fallen as a society where we're arguing over whether Goofy's a fucking dog?
It's
or a
all
fucking
I have, Jacob. It's all I have.
I'm just saying, I'd still do them. I basically am.
He's a cartoon. Hey,
That's true.
hey, I would do Jessica Rabbit, so you know.
Oh, dude, I would do Roger Rabbit. Are you kidding me, bro?
That's gross.
Hey, man, I didn't say I wasn't, dude. I literally said earlier that I smell like Dodge's chicken. So,
Oh, yum! That's my favorite.
right? Don't get it from Panama City. Apparently, that store is for crack, not chicken.
No, you got to get it from the one in Gaucher right before you get to the Pascagoula Bridge.
Yeah.
Dude, nobody's driving to Gaucher for chicken.
10,000, dude. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, 10,000 shipyard workers can't be wrong. That's all they eat.
Well, to be fair, all of them dropped out in 8th grade, so I don't know if
Hey, that's
they can get right either.
I'm leaving. Y'all have a good podcast.
All right, bye, Kyla.
Bye,
Thanks
Kyla.
for coming. Yeah, man, we're about to wrap up with you two, Duncan. Do you have anything that you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Yeah. Come watch stand up. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Where are you gonna be? Every Tuesday night at the Juke Joint?
Most of them, if I'm not working, because I have a job, I just like to
don't brag
emphasize
about
that.
it.
I just like to emphasize that in front of Jacob sometimes, make him feel guilty. But
Stand up is my
you know-
job, dude. Come on.
Do what?
Stand up is my job.
2 days a week is it's an honest day's work, but yeah, Monday nights at the district most of the time, Tuesdays juke joint, and fucking whatever else pops up.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, thanks for
Fantastic.
coming on, man. We really appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, bro. I hope I'm still number one in the views on YouTube or wherever.
You're close. Our number one has like 1,000 views,
Yeah,
but you are one of our most viewed
But
episodes.
you're
still.
not a Maxim model, so I don't think you're gonna defeat that number.
Hey, whoa. Hey, everybody has their own opinion, Jason, okay?
Well, throw
Alright.
on a bikini and go take some nice pics, and you'll
Dude,
hit
I was
1,000
gonna,
views.
for my, Jacob has the soup shirt with his face on it.
Yeah.
I was
Right
gonna
now.
I was gonna draw a picture of myself and tape it to my chest and write ribs. Because I thought it was I was like, if anybody can do it, I could too. So
Yeah, why not?
why
There you go,
not?
buddy.
But all right, man. Appreciate it for letting me come on, bro.
Thanks for
Yeah.
being on. Good to
Adios,
see you.
amigos.
Adios.
Later, buddy.
Ah.
How fun. That's a great. We should clip that.
Yeah, I
How
should
great
put
is
that.
that?
Ah.
Oh man.
So in case
how
you
fun.
if you're listening to this and you're still hanging on, this is going to be a very loose show tonight. So we're just kind of got some pop-ins coming in. We tried to schedule this thing. Well, Jacob tried to schedule this thing down
Very
to the
tightly.
minute. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see what happens. Chances are our next guest might not show up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
who is scheduled next? Let's look at the list here.
It's supposed to be Pepper Goins from Rushmore Podcast.
Ah, Pepper. I
Yeah.
think he probably forgot.
Most likely.
'Cause
Most
he-
likely.
Yeah,
I did a lot of reminding people. That's not on me. That's on Pepper.
yeah.
That's all right, man. If he doesn't show up, we can talk for
okay.
like
He's
10
probably
minutes.
passed out drunk watching NASCAR or something.
Ugh.
I gotta
he'd
capture
probably-
that one too.
Hell yeah, dude. He probably just got too tired saying the N-word so much and had to take a fucking nap.
Jeez. All right, where
I'd-
do I have that? Oh, here's Pepper. Here, just in case Pepper doesn't come on, here's the last thing we heard from Pepper. So yeah, there you go. That was Pepper burp. Pepper burp.
That's probably the most played burp on our podcast,
Yeah.
even though I burp at least once an episode.
There you go.
Oh man, I had fun with Pepper though. I noticed that we did a bonus episode with him that you took off our feed, which I assume is because of the website that Pepper mentioned in that episode.
No, what did it not transfer over to Anchor?
No, I haven't been able to find it anywhere. It's not on Anchor. It's
Really?
not on YouTube. Yeah, it just disappeared. And
That's
I wasn't
weird.
I wasn't gonna blame you if you took it down just because of.
No, because I bleeped all that out.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'll have to go look at. I might have to re-upload it to Anchor because a couple of the shows didn't transfer. So if you
Yeah.
find any of our shows that didn't transfer, let me know, and I'll have to manually go in and re-upload it.
Yeah, it's that one. It was our MMA episode with Pepper. Yeah, that didn't transfer over, but I think that's the only one that I haven't been able to find.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
just let me know, and I'll re-upload it. But yeah, I went and bleeped all that out. So.
Okay, yeah. Pepper, when he came on last, mentioned a very something that he would get away with on Rushmore podcast.
But not here.
But yeah, but for the sake of Pepper, for Pepper's safety, we just bleeped out the
Yeah.
website that he mentioned because
'Cause-
this just we don't need it.
I don't want to
We
get
don't need it.
Pepper killed by an MMA fighter.
Well, I think. Oh well, Brendan Schaub would have no problem with that. Like Pepper Goins is not on Brendan Schaub's radar.
Yeah.
But the thing is though, it's like there's I feel like there's a lot of conservative viewers of Rushmore podcast, and there's a lot of liberal viewers of open micers. And the liberal viewers of open micers would probably not appreciate the words that are in that website.
Yeah, that's why I bleeped it out. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna fly here. We let a lot of stuff go, but I can't let that
Yeah.
fly.
Yeah, and look, I don't care, man. And especially since it was for Patreon, I personally like that doesn't offend me, but I understand that it offends other people. So
Yeah.
it's like for the sake of Pepper, we should.
Patricia
Oh,
Dwyer has joined the chat.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Hi, Patty. Can you hear us?
Am
We
I
can't-
early?
No, you're right
You-
on time.
Well, you are early, but Pepper Goins decided to not show his bitch ass
Yeah.
up, so you get a fucking extra 5
Yeah,
minutes.
you get an extra time.
Well, I'm glad to see you guys. How
You
was the
too.
hurricane?
How are
How was
you?
what?
The hurricane for you guys?
Oh, it was fun. I didn't even lose power.
No.
Neither did we. We didn't even lose internet, and usually my internet goes out. You know, if a squirrel farts near the power line. So we did pretty good here.
I feel that. We didn't. I don't even know if they lost power here, but we left, and there's not that many cars here anymore, and
Oh,
A
you
lot
live
of
in Bay St. Louis, don't you?
yeah,
Oh
and
yeah.
Pretty
you guys
close
were
to the water.
you guys were
That-
right inside the wall.
And the parking lot floods anyway, even if there's just rain. And last year, the apartment that Zach was in got the roof torn off of it, and they haven't even fixed most of that. So we just
Yeah.
evacuated right away.
See, that's the thing. Even in my neighborhood, there's still blue roofs from last year when the
Yeah.
hurricane came through.
Same. Yeah, so we went and saw Dalton in North Carolina and stayed there a couple days, and it was fun. I went and did an open mic in Durham,
Hmm.
which was cool. It was like a regular open mic, and there's like 30 fucking people there to perform.
yeah.
It was really awesome.
That's cool.
How did the people in the bigger city take to your comedy?
They liked me. They
That's
were
good.
all super relatable. Like it was not that different. I mean, it's North Carolina, but it's still the South too. So
Yeah.
we're kind of on the same page. But everybody was super nice. They had a little writers table beforehand. Like they're all friends. They all hang out together. It was really cool. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I dig North Carolina. Well, basically both Carolinas. Used to play there a lot when I was in fall as well. There's a lot of cool people there.
Hell
Mhm.
yeah.
Especially Charlottesville, dude.
Yeah, I used to play there a lot too.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking Tiki Torches is some of the best people.
Right. You don't see certain haircuts anymore. Like Zach was
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
cutting his hair short, and I was like, well,
Well, I
he's
never
like,
ran across any Nazis while I was there, but
Well, to be fair, you fit right in, Jason, with your choice of hairstyle.
shut your mouth.
I was thinking about putting on a bald cap and pretending to be you for this, but I don't know where the fuck to get a bald cap.
Well, all
You
the
can get them
Halloween-
online.
Halloween stores are open now. You should be
Oh,
able to
Spirit Halloween.
Yeah,
I didn't plan ahead.
you missed it.
Well, so what about this Delta shit though? First of all,
Delta 8, I'm into it.
dude, yeah, that's what I'm saying. All you have to do is get your tolerance up, and you're fine, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I will say,
Down like a fucking, I don't know. I was gonna make some fucking metaphor, but I couldn't think of one.
we just wrapped with Duncan and we talked about how high we got in Panama City. And I
Wrapped?
told him, huh?
Wrapped?
No, how high we got. Oh, yeah, we just wrapped with Duncan. Yeah,
Oh.
whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
wrapped.
shitty joke, Patty. Shitty joke. No, we just got done with Duncan and we were talking about how high we got in Panama City. And I told him it's like I've only ever gotten I've gotten so baked twice where I've had like a hangover from marijuana, which I didn't think was possible. And once was that time, and the second time was when I hit one fucking hit of your Delta 8 vape pen. And I was hungover the next day.
Dude, the shit is legal as fuck. I don't understand. Because you might as well just sell weed in the store.
Yeah, it's a very tasty legal loophole, and that shit is no joke.
And let me tell you, I don't really smoke regular marijuana anymore because I just can't handle it. Like my mental state as a 44-year-old failure in life, I can't handle my high anymore. Like if I get high, pretty much think of every mistake I've ever made in my life and end up at, in a corner crying. But
Am I holding my arms right? Is anybody looking at me?
Yeah,
like that?
exactly. I can't do it anymore. But I've smoked Delta 8 a couple times over the last couple months. I really enjoy it because that's probably the most relaxed I've felt in years. And like you don't get that weird like psychoactive like paranoia. You don't get it. You just feel high and relaxed.
Anxiety relief. You might want to try Delta 10 as well. Because when we were in Florida, we were looking for a cart because I misplaced the one I had. And the kid in the store said, if you want more like of relaxation and not so much high, they had a combo of Delta 8 and Delta 10 that also works really well.
Yeah, I had the guy at the, I tried to get your CBD store. That's what it's called, your CBD store here in Ocean Springs. I tried to get them to sponsor the podcast, but they're part of a larger group, and they, I would have to go through all this corporate stuff. So I might still try to do that, but yeah, he's told me about that before too. The Delta 8 and the Delta 10 mixed together is really good for anxiety.
So,
welcome to the Weedcast, everyone.
Yeah, hey guys.
69, all right.
Well, I was like 69, 420. Yeah, hell yeah, same thing.
If we make it to episode 420, the whole episode is just going to be me blowing my brains out on air. Like, it's just going to be, that's it.
I'm there for it.
I'll watch
I made
it.
a list for you guys of your guests. I made a worst to best list of who you have featured today.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. And, well, Pepper was going to be number 4, but now Pepper's 5 because he ditched you guys.
Yeah, Pepper's on the bottom.
So Pepper's last because he still hasn't had us do that music video where he wants to fuck a horse, and you wouldn't believe how hard it is to get anyone to let him around their horse, but, so, Pepper, get your shit together.
Yeah,
And
Pepper.
Up next, we have Mark Simmons, of course, because...
Definitely on the bottom.
Yeah, bottom tier, bro, because, you know what, I'm not even going to say it, he knows exactly what he did.
Well, from what he says, he is a bottom, so...
Man, so much in common. No, still bottom tier, though. And then after that, I put Duncan in the middle, because I haven't known Duncan very long. He's very sweet, I love him, he's very supportive, he's such a nice dude. But I heard heard he likes those new blue Takis, and I just don't trust that shit. What the fuck is that flavor? What is it supposed
You know what?
to
That's fair. That's a fair assessment.
Have you guys tried them?
I'm not a fan of Takis.
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Okay, all right, we're on the same page. All right. Then, up top, second, we have Compton.
Yeah, hopefully he'll make it.
Yeah.
He's at the top because Compton's a total zaddy. You know, he's got his own style. He has the inspirational Facebook quotes. He's a e-farmer, you know, like, and he's got that big corn on the cob energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That dude.
What is corn on the cob energy? Please explain. I've never heard that before in my life.
It's like big dick energy, but he's a farmer. It's really that simple. It's not much more complicated than that.
Okay.
Alright. All right, and then first place is gonna be Craig because Craig's black, so he's automatically cooler than everybody else.
Well, he's
Right.
only half black, so he's only half
Half.
cooler.
Half cooler.
Half cooler than everybody else.
All right, so him and Compton tie then.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest here, though. Craig's a quarter black. Craig's barely black. Craig is 2 drops. 2 drops black. I'm blacker than Craig. I smoke menthols. Like, that's the level we're dealing with.
Craig smokes good cigars, dude.
Oh, okay.
Real
I will give him
cigar.
that.
Not
See,
real-
here's the thing. I'm what they call black Irish. So if I get a tan, I'm darker than Craig. So
That's
Oh, you're like one of those olive people.
yeah.
Yeah, one of those fucking people. Go back to your own damn
Why do you?
country.
Hey, why do you think at 44 years old I keep this lovely skin tone of a 13-year-old Greek boy?
Yeah, because most old white people have like the peepery white where it looks like they're gonna fall apart if you scratch them, you know,
Yeah.
and you don't have that. You have a nice tone.
Very shiny.
Well, I'm an oily man. So
That's good, man. Essential oils is good for you.
Yeah.
I'd rather be on the oily side of things than the like dry, crackly side.
Well, my secret is the Nivea face and hands lotion. I put that on my face every night before bed.
That shit smells so good.
Yeah, I love it. And I use it in the winter because it's great on cracked hands. Because I get really bad dry cracked hands in the winter, and it's nice and it smells nice.
Yeah, I love that shit. It's really good.
Smell lovely.
When I used to work food,
Well, Jacob,
we have to wash
Jacob's
hands all the time.
Jacob, the way he uses hand lotion, his penis is going to be like 2 years old for the rest of his life.
The size of a 2-year-old, maybe.
He puts olive oil in that shit. Extra
Olive
virgin.
oil. Extra virgin. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I would put Duncan on top just because he has more views than a lot of the celebrities we've had on our podcast.
For
and
real?
I don't understand how he did it.
I don't know.
It's because of his placement. But also, Duncan's just great.
That's true. He's a really good guy. He's a great comic too. He fucking crushed a set last night. I didn't even give him the light because I was like, you know what, you're crushing so hard. It's like you can keep going until you're not crushing anymore.
All right,
Yeah.
Pat. We love you, Patty, and I'm about to admit Compton into the room if you'd like to say hi. Here comes Compton. There he is. It's
Farmer
Compton.
Compton. Tell him about his corn on the cob energy before you leave.
Yeah.
Oh, you ranked second best guest of today because of your because you're a zaddy and you got that big corn on the cob energy. Yeah, your positivity.
I don't even know if he knows he's on yet.
Compton, are you with us?
Yeah, man, I get it. Big corn cob energy. I know. I like fries.
All right. Bye, Patty. We love you.
Love
Thanks
you,
so much
Patty.
for coming.
Have a good day.
Bye. Compton, what's happening, man?
Yeah, Not a lot, man. I just got me some Starbucks coffee, and I figured I'd show up early. It looks like it's a good thing I did.
Yeah, we're running a little bit early tonight with everybody because
Yeah.
Pepper didn't show up, so we've been pulling everybody in a little early tonight.
Yeah, that bitch ass Pepper Goins from that bitch ass Rushmore podcast. We're gonna box those guys for real.
We told them we'd box them for charity, but they refuse
They don't
to
want
box
none.
us. They
They don't want this right here, dude.
So Compton, where are you at tonight? Are you uh-oh. Are you there, Jacob? All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I just heard some popping noises. I didn't know what that was. So Compton, where are you at tonight?
I'm in Tuscaloosa. It turns out I'm guest hosting an open mic here in town at a place called the Alcove Tavern. And Mark Viola is actually going to be doing a little special guest spot. So,
Wow.
yeah, that's what I'm up to.
Awesome.
Hey man, do me a favor. Text me later what unsolicited, pointless advice he gives you.
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely make a note of it. It's been a while since I've talked to Mark, so I can't wait to get him fired up and watch him just spin like the little dreidel he is.
Oh man, I've had experience with Mark Viola. We've both opened for Mark Viola, me and Jason actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
he's a lot of fun, man. He was one of the first guys that I saw that was really comfortable on stage, like traveling around and all that good stuff. He's a good dude.
He's a road dog for sure. He goes all over the place.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Mark in probably 2 years, at least since right before the pandemic started. Last time he was at the Kraken was the last time I talked to him.
Oh wow, that has been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, the Kraken.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hit the road tomorrow. The High Humidity Comedy Run starts tomorrow. It's our first run of September. We've got Panama City for 2 nights, and then Mobile for Saturday night, and Pensacola for Sunday night. So that's exciting. That's my big project at the moment.
Awesome.
HighHumidityHumor.com. Check it out. It's fun.
Please do that.
Where are you gonna be at in Pensacola?
We're going to be at O'Reilly's in Pensacola on Sunday night. It's kind of an early show. It's a 7 o'clock show, so doors at 6:30.
Oh, I love O'Reilly's. Bring me and Jacob back over there next time y'all do an O'Reilly show. I love that place.
We got to get you on the run. We got lucky and got Jacob to come out on this last one, and I'd say he had a good time. What would you say?
We talked about it a little bit. I would say I had a pretty good time. I got a weed hangover, which I didn't think was possible. We've mentioned that.
Compton, have you ever in your life gotten a weed hangover? I don't even think that exists.
Yeah, it's possible. It takes a little more work for me to get there, but yeah, we definitely helped Jacob get there.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And you fed me Chinese food the next day. So, I mean, if this run needs my stamp of approval, I just got off of it. It's fucking great time, dude. Great weed, great food, great rooms. Definitely fucking go check out that run.
Great. Dude, we just added a new room. We added 2 new cities. We got a show in Jasper now and a show in Livingston, Alabama, which don't worry, you'll see it when you get booked. It's tiny, but yeah, that whole operation's growing. I think that puts us at 7 cities now. So that's my comedy world. How are things going with you guys?
Yeah, man, it's going pretty good. I've been hosting the open mic Tuesday nights at the Juke Joint. The show last night we had was the best show I've seen at the Juke Joint in probably years. So very thankful that that's been building back up to what it once was.
Great, man. Congratulations. That sounds like a lot of fun. I can't wait to get back down there. My hemp crop comes out of the ground in the next 2 weeks. So I'm about to be a lot more free, and it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, I've been doing going to the Juke Joint for open mics, and I have a show this Friday at District on the Alley with some NOLA comedians, benefit for New Orleans, and looking to get some out of town dates. So I'm going to be hitting you up pretty soon to get some out of town stuff booked.
Hit me up, man. We've got fun stuff going on. I know Jacob and I have already talked about trying to get you guys up to Tuscaloosa and Meridian. So it's going to happen soon. Things are going well on my end, and I'm excited to get you guys up here soon. So
I'm ready to go.
We are both excited as well, buddy. That room in Jasper, Alabama, I heard through the grapevine, is owned by the boxer Butterbean.
Yes, it is.
Please tell me that you're going to be able to meet Butterbean.
Don't know if he'll be at the first show, but I assure you that if they let me and Mike keep doing this, sooner or later I will meet Butterbean. Yeah, it'll happen.
Will you please send me a picture of you with Butterbean?
Okay, yeah. That's not usually my thing, but for you, yeah, I will.
Yes. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, Butterbean is a boxer from way back in the day who did MMA fights. He was in one of the Jackass movies. He knocked out Johnny Knoxville in a grocery store. This guy's a living legend.
Hey, Jacob, I'm going to let you guys talk for a few minutes. I need to call Jason London on the phone. So you guys keep going, and I'll be back in just a minute.
All right, buddy.
Good luck with your phone call. Yeah, dude, if I get half a chance, I'm definitely meeting fucking Butterbean. Because I remember those first UFCs. I remember watching that guy. That guy, he just fucking unbelievable. And just night. That dude hits you, and it's over. All the punching power of Mike Tyson and, the body of a sea cow.
Yeah, dude, and he would fight in Pride and do weird shit like fucking he would try front flips and shit like that. Just because he's Butterbean.
Just rolling around. Oh, God, those were wild times, man. The late 90s in MMA were fucking wild.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely they were. How's everything with Jason London?
He's good. I just wanted to make sure about the Zoom link and everything, so he'll be here right at 7.
Hell yeah, dude. Jason London from Mississippi River Sharks going to be closing out our show.
So many other things that he's been in, and you pick Mississippi River Sharks.
Because that's all I care about, Jason Robbins.
You know what I need? I need somebody to make me a Mississippi River Sharks coffee mug. That's what I need. If you want to get me a Christmas present, Jacob, get me a Mississippi River Sharks coffee mug.
Dude,
what size? Hang on. What size would you call that coffee mug there, Jason?
This? It's like a medium.
Fucking hell, it's bigger than your head, man.
Dude, I drink a lot of coffee.
And no, that's not bigger than his head, Compton. There's not a lot that's bigger than Jason's
look,
head.
I collect coffee mugs, and this is my new favorite coffee mug. It's the Universal Monsters that I got from Spirit. And on the inside, it says the original horror show.
Wow. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice mug.
So how is that caffeine addiction going?
It's great. I can't sleep. I got the jitters. It's all good.
There with you, man. I'm right there with you.
I mean, who doesn't love, drinking at least a gallon and a half of coffee a day and then wondering why you can't sleep at night? That's my life.
Dude, I was listening to somebody talk about caffeine, and they took a break and had some crazy results from it. And so I tried it, and I took a couple of weeks off from being a daily coffee drinker. I was shocked. The amount of influence caffeine has on just being able to get shit done and where your head's at. It's a much more significant impact for me personally than I had realized.
Yeah.
And so now I try and drink it a little more sparingly just so I can enjoy it more as a drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to do that, but man, caffeine's the only thing that keeps me upright during the day because I am a sleepy individual.
Dude, well, I got my quad shot giant latte, so
yes,
I feel you.
You don't have much room to talk. Look at the size of that coffee. Now you don't have much room to talk when it comes to a coffee mug now. We got about the
But mine
same
came
amount
from-
of coffee here.
Mine came from Starbucks. You own that.
I make my own brew. And if you need some good coffee, go to brezcoffeeco.com and
Well, you know-
get yourself some Brez coffee. 10% off. Use our code OMPodcast.
Yeah, that is definitely the size of a forearm. That is a forearm coffee. What flavor coffee do you go for, Compton? Like, what's your go-to roast?
If I'm at Starbucks, I'll go with blonde espresso because it's got more caffeine. But I add honey. That's. But if you're talking like drip coffee, I like dark coffee because I like creams and sugars, and I like a bunch of extra shit with my coffee. Sometimes.
Okay.
That's most of the time.
The next time I see you, the next time we're on the road together, I'll bring you a gift. I'll bring you some Brez coffee.
Sounds delicious.
It is
Yes.
I would
delicious.
love.
Yes,
Dark
one of our
roast.
lovely.
Unless they've got like something like a French vanilla, I do love flavors. So dark roast or a flavor.
Oh, they
Any of
got
those would
flavors.
make me lovely happy.
Oh yeah, they're a specialty coffee company that sponsors us. They have a lot. They have a ton of flavors. I'll bring you a bag the next time we see each other.
Dope. Super dope.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
So what's the schedule looking like down there for you guys? Is anything getting cemented in as far as like regular shows? Like I know the thing coming up at Friday at the Juke Joint and the Friday at the District Alley. Are those going to be regular monthly shows now?
It should be at the Juke Joint. It's likely won't be at the district. So with the Juke Joint, one of the things I've been trying to push is actually getting people booked there and actually getting some book shows going. So hopefully I will be hosting that for a more prolonged time. And if I do, I'm going to push even harder to try to get more people booked.
An easy fix for that. I've been doing it in Tuscaloosa, and we have seen good results. But Audience Choice Showcase. Just let the audience pick some people at the open mic. You got lots of options on how to make that happen, and people seem to like it. The crowds come out for it. It might be an easy fix for you if you're looking to start something on that level because people like it.
Well, I was talking to a bar down here about doing a open mic on Sundays.
Oh yeah.
And they're really interested, but with the Delta surge, they kind of got cold feet again and started shutting things down again.
Yeah.
So have to wait for everything to get somewhat back to normal.
Yeah, we're rolling through that. I was thinking about the pandemic earlier and COVID and the Delta variant and the new Mu variant and the Lambda variants that have come out, and I'm a big fan of history. And if you look at what happened in during the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic, there really was this. It sucked really bad for a couple of years, and of course that flu was much more deadly. But it turns out that from a genetic standpoint, most of the flu that everybody contracted up until COVID was, ridiculously high numbers of genetic similarities. Like it came from the Spanish flu.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping that something similar to that, like this, not that this will be the new normal, but that this will subside into something that is much more of a treatable thing, like a common flu, and less of we need to shut shit down every 6 months because we decide which one's up.
We got Craig Williams in the waiting room right now. I'm going to go ahead and pull him into the room here and see if he's waiting in the wings. Oh, look at him.
Oh man. Maybe he's blacker than I thought. He's having problems connecting to the audio too.
Oh.
It
You
said,
better let me see this. Pull him up. Bring him in here.
He's in here.
Yeah, he's in there right now.
Oh, there he is. I just had to change screens. Now I can see everybody at once.
The funny thing is this happened last time too. He's an IT guy who has technical problems every time he tries to do our podcast. He does IT for a living.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I'm sure he'll figure it out though.
That afro looks so much better on camera than the Jesus hair. I'm so jealous.
Nah. There he is.
Never had good hair.
All right. Craig Williams is all connected. Love you, Compton. Can't wait till we get to work together again. Thanks so much for coming on. Plug your website one more time for everybody.
HumanityHumor.com. Love you guys. Craig, good to see you. Can't wait to see you again soon.
Love you, brother. Have a good night.
Later.
So, Mr. Craig, what is happening?
Not much. I'm just shooting amateur porn in the back of Compton's vehicle. We're about to shoot a scene when we're done here. I'm in the back. I saw he was in his car. We're gonna do some weird shit. Just right after this.
Oh, I can't wait, man. Dude, I haven't seen you in too long. I know that you've been busy, man. You've been doing other stuff. I missed you. I missed the taste of you, the smell of you.
Yeah, actually, as of next week, I'll be getting back out. Part of the reason is so Katya, my girlfriend, is flying into New York City for like a whole visiting family, and so it's for like a COVID situation. They've been kind of trying to stay in for the last couple of weeks, but next week I will be out because she's flying out on September 11th, so she'll be dead. Into New York City.
Why would you fly
September
into New York City on September 11th? Why would you do that? Why?
I got the tickets myself. I will say I did that. I picked those up. They were cheap.
She's literally flying into New York City.
Why do you think they were cheap? Why do you think they were cheap? If a terrorist group wanted to make a statement, what day do you think they would hijack the planes and run them into a building?
I mean, we got 20% off for like the 20-year reunion, so like it was, it's a pretty good deal, and it's American Airlines and not Taliban Air, so I feel like we're good.
I still
at least it's not Spirit.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Spirit, you're lucky to get off the ground. That's just kind of like a get out and push the plane to get it in the air type of situation.
Yeah, I haven't dealt with Spirit. Only Delta before I had those kind of situations, but yeah, not that.
Why is everything named Delta now?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's where the variant started. It started in Atlanta on that aircraft. That was ground zero.
But what have you been doing, man? I noticed that you had trouble connecting. You're not a very good IT guy. What's going on with that?
Yeah, I mean, I've just been, writing a lot.
Did you lie on your application to get that job in IT?
Right. Well, those guys are like the people who, like, what I do is like IT, like the holy of holies, right? Like, it's like your computer, you need actual code written, but like this kind of stuff, we take these to people and they get into the next step. But yeah, I lied. It was all lies. But no, like this past few weeks, I've been just trying to write more, get things out there, trying to get some practice in, get some new material together and get started there. Trying to get a lot of things just published online, so I build a portfolio, all that kind of stuff, and so I can quit IT since you see that I'm quite incompetent at that. So.
That's
I noticed
okay
that
though.
you got published in Hacker Moon. Is that right?
Hacker Noon, actually. I think you're conflating that with Sailor Moon, where I'd love to be published if I could have that.
Well, look, man. Why don't you talk about it then instead of me? How about that?
No, so it was just like they do. Actually, anybody can do it too. It's like if you want to get out there and just like try getting some writing work under your wings, they do like a monthly. I think they're doing it till the end of October. Like a competition where you just if you get selected, they pay you in like some kind of crypto for like some kind of game, but then you can exchange it for like real money. And it's like basically a writing competition. You can enter as many times as you want every month. And I was like, I don't know shit about IT. Like Jacob told me, he's like, I don't even know how to book flights. I just look and see what the worst Palestinian holiday is. And I'm like, let's fly on that day. I'm incompetent at all other things. So I was like, let's let's try writing for a change. But yeah, it's like it used to be like a medium.com website or something like that. It was like a subset of there, but yeah, all kinds of yeah, it's like all kinds of nerdy shit that you can write about and just be like, hey, will you send me like Michael Jordan crying NFTs if I write this for X amount of money? And you're like, yeah, but it's pretty fun.
So let me ask you, are you in your laundry room right now? Like what, where are you at
no,
right now?
This is my rape dungeon. I plan to use it while Katya's away. You know, it's part of the plan. When she dies in the fiery 9/11 crash, I can now I won't feel bad about taking it. That's what that is.
See, Jacob, I told you you shouldn't go over to his house when Katya leaves, because he's got the torture dungeon.
Now I want to go even more. So
yeah, we'll have to get some time. There would be like the round table like we're doing with the podcast. Like you get raped and then you're next in line and then we'll do a Zoom rape. I don't know how it'll work. It's just
you kind of look like you're doing I think we've talked. Was it Craig that we talked about before that he looks like he's doing a video from like he's being forced at gunpoint to make a video.
yeah, I think it was Craig, or it might have been me when I was staying at my girlfriend's aunt's house.
Oh yeah, that was you. You look like you were one of those people on the the documentaries where they'll like have the person's silhouette and they'll be talking and they'll like distort their voice because they didn't want their identity.
Oh, the lighting was so bad in that room.
Oh, it was terrible.
At least I didn't look like I was filming an episode of Dexter like Craig. He's about to murder a serial killer after
There's
this.
literally lab coat behind me, so yeah.
So what do you have on the horizon, buddy? What do you have coming up that you want?
Yeah, I'm just right now I'm really focusing on writing, and then like I said, once as of next week I'll be getting back out, hitting more mics up. So on the horizon I'll be trying to focus more on that, and then once I'm getting more things published out there, then I'm going to move into skits and just try that. That's why I have this some of these things behind me is for that kind of stuff. It's not not the
yeah, right.
Likely
story. You're just trying to cover your ass for when they use this as evidence.
I'm trying to uncover Jacob's assets. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. We mentioned earlier when Patty was on that she said you were half black. I said that you were maybe 25%.
Well, no, she said that you were the top tier of guests tonight, like the number one because you're black. And I threw out there that Craig's only half black, which that means he's only half as cool as we are. Like you're still cooler than we are, but you're only by half.
Only by half.
Yeah.
And I said you're not even half black. You're like 25%. What's your take on it?
I did actually do a 23, man. I think the numbers are like 47. So it's like the whites do win in this case, like a little bit, like genetically.
the whites win in this case.
Just a hair.
That's awesome. That's the quote
but yeah,
of the
personally,
night.
like no, I always do this is I'll just identify with whichever race is more helpful at the moment. Like if I'm like trying to like get a home loan, I'm like, yes, let's do that. But if I'm like trying to play like pick up basketball, I'm like, yeah, this is cool. That's how I say it. I'm like, yes, this is very cool. Sneakers. Yeah.
Oh man. Shit, I was gonna say something really profound, and I forgot what I was gonna say.
You never say anything profound. Don't even
hey,
even
dude.
go there.
Hey, man. Oh, I was gonna say, Craig, when I first met you, I legitimately thought you were Puerto Rican. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I could see that. I could see that. I could see where somebody would think you were Puerto Rican.
I was in a Mexican grocery the other day, and I've never had better customer service. It was outstanding. So I think it actually happened again. Like they thought I was Dominican or something. They're just like, "Would you like a tamale? Would you like?" It was great. It's great.
That would be a good guess. I didn't even think of Dominican. It's just the first time I met you, or the first couple times we talked, even someone legitimately asked you what race you were, and I was like, "Are you stupid? He's Puerto Rican." And you were like, "No, actually, I'm half black." It's like, I don't believe you. I think you're shucking off ice. I think that's what you're doing.
I mean, Takashi 69 is Puerto Rican, and he gets to say the N word. So I mean, it's close enough. It's close enough, right?
That is true. That is very true, actually.
Well, Mark is like 3 minutes late at this point, so I don't think I think him and Pepper both have ghosted us tonight.
Yes. So would you like to stay with us a little longer, Craig?
Sure. I'm down. I'm down.
Awesome, man. Yep, it was just talking about rape, talking about 9/11.
Mhm.
Things you expect when you tune into
Exactly.
an episode of Open Micers. Have you ever seen Mississippi River Sharks?
I haven't. I heard you mention them, but I'm not familiar.
Yeah, we're talking to the star of Mississippi River Sharks after this, and absolutely nothing else. I really
He's
need
had
to find it.
a 30-year career, and you're boiling it down to Mississippi River Sharks. That's just not.
The funny thing is, Jason, it's not even on his IMDb.
Well, I wouldn't put it on there either. It's not even on mine. I don't think.
Well, to be fair, you weren't the star of Mississippi River Sharks.
True.
Jason London was.
I was a featured extra, though.
Okay,
Oh.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's so hard to find even on DVD. I found it online on Walmart.com in a pack with like 20 other sci-fi shark movies, and I'm thinking about, you know what? While we're doing this right now, I'm gonna look at it online and see if I can order it.
You're gonna order it live right here
Yeah, live on
off
air,
of Amazon.com.
Do it.
off of Walmart, I think.
While you're perusing that, I found out today that real hentai is a thing. It's like they take hentai, and then they have real people do that. And I was unnerved. I actually looked for it. There was a reason for this. I was like, oh, this is the 69th episode. Let me look into. Let me just bring up some hentai for this. And then I just got a bunch of clickbait that was like, make Marge Simpson do weird things. I was like, I'm gonna stop. Look at this. This was meant as a joke, and now it's become sad, and it's ruined my day. But I did discover that. So if you want to bring that up for the people at home to just.
So
listen
you're
to strange
telling me
hentai
that there's
sounds.
real tentacle porn out there?
As a matter of fact, the very first video was a real tentacle porn thing. Like the tentacle, granted, wasn't real, but
I'm gonna
the
take your
person-
word for it because I'm not gonna look this up. I'm just.
Oh,
not-
I am.
Oh yeah. Well, you go right ahead. I'm already ashamed at what people the algorithm has put on the front page of Pornhub. So I'm not gonna look up anything weird. It's already weird enough.
Well, I mean, I looked up for I was trying to learn Japanese. I was watching the subtitles, see what they said, that kind of thing. So it's good for that. It's better than what's the term? What's the thing? The cube, the
Snuff films?
language cube thing, the
Um,
Rosetta
what?
Stone. That's what I'm thinking of. It's better than that.
Rosetta Stone. Okay. Like you could actually
Oh.
learn Japanese by watching the live action hentai porn.
I believe so. I believe if you just get enough man hours in there, really just believe in yourself. I think eventually that can happen for you.
I just don't understand, like, how far does your porn addiction have to go to where you're like, regular hentai is just not doing it for me anymore.
Yeah.
We have to start creating real life hentai.
Yeah, I was surprised it was a thing, and it's as cringy as you would think. It's
I'm
the
sure it
faces and
is.
everything.
I'm sure. I only saw like real, like actual hentai like once, and I was like, yeah, I don't really need to see this again. I'm done. And it was on accident. I didn't mean to see it, so not gonna go looking for it. I'm not trying to be a prude, but just not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I'm making concrete progress here.
I was interested. I was wondering.
Yeah,
where
you're
this,
looking very intently. Are you? Has
I don't have my-
Walmart.com sucked you in that hard?
Well, first of all, Walmart.com can definitely suck off pretty hard. Second of all, I don't have my glasses on. Third of all, I can't read. So
nice.
no, I found what I believe has Mississippi River Sharks in it. It's called Shark Bait 7 Fantastic Films 2-pack. And I believe that Mississippi River Sharks is in it, but it won't tell me exactly what movies are in it. I'm not going to just fucking buy it if I don't know Mississippi River Sharks isn't in it or not.
So is that like a short film or is that a feature length kind of thing?
Mississippi River Sharks?
No, it's a full length
film. Yeah.
It's a sci-fi original full length film. And it's not exactly Citizen Kane.
You had me at sci-fi original. I mean,
it's better than Citizen Kane, actually. Rosebud can suck my dick. How about that?
Out of the three
I'm
of
just
us,
gonna have to do this later. There's a lot of options to go.
Has anybody here actually seen Citizen Kane?
It's funny you mentioned that. I watched like the trailer for Citizen Kane yesterday.
Really?
Trailer? They have trailers back
That's what I do in my free time. I watch Citizen Kane trailers and I learn about live action hentai. And anyone who crosses me is on a one-way ticket to New York City during 9/11. That's how I live my life, guys.
Oh man, I love talking to you, Craig, because you're always doing bits, but you don't do it in a way that's nauseating like a lot of other comics.
All right, so Kyla is texting me right now, and she said something about the Disney Wiki, saying that Goofy is an anthropomorphic dog, and she's saying she won. I don't think so. I still need verification on this.
Well, we have to go through the official fact checker, Wally Phelps. We have whatever Wally's take on it is what we're gonna go by, because Wally knows his shit.
I'm still gonna need the official fact checkers on this, because I'm not tanking a set, because Goofy is a cow. He's not a dog. I'm convinced.
So we'll consult Wally and we'll give everyone an update on the next episode of Open Micers, because it's going to be a host episode next week, so we need something to talk about anyway.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring in Jason London in about a minute here. Craig, love you, buddy. Thanks so much for coming.
Likewise, man.
Can't wait to see you again. Anything you want to say before we kick you out of our lives?
No, I don't really have anything to plug right now. I'm kind of putting everything in the works, kind of getting stuff out there, but hopefully I'll have something for you soon.
Fantastic.
Yeah, man.
Good to talk with you, my friend.
Yeah,
likewise, guys.
You're my favorite black. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Do I need to bleep that, Craig?
No, keep it.
Okay.
Absolutely keep it.
Oh my God, that was awful. That made my butt pucker.
Hey man, I'm no Pepper Goins. That's all I'm gonna say.
All
right. Thanks for coming, buddy.
I'm gonna pause the podcast for a moment, because Jason's saying his phone isn't letting him do it.
Oh shit. Do you need to send him the ID and username?
I already did. He should just be able to click on it and it'll take him right in, right?
Yep. Should be.
He doesn't need the Zoom app?
No, it can go through Chrome.
Okay. He says send it to Rebecca. Let's see. Actually, I need to do that on here. Hold on.
I guess I'm gonna browse Mississippi River Sharks some more, see if I can find it.
He's got a new movie out that just dropped called Love Is on the Air.
No.
Right, let's see.
That doesn't interest me.
Let me. I should still have it on here. Come on. Oh my God, my computer is acting like crap right now. Come on. Oh my God. I hate Google Chrome so much. Do you hate Google Chrome as much as I do?
I like it a lot better than all the other browsers. So I used to use Firefox back in the day, but
all right, where is? way. Copy invitation.
Yes, Mississippi River Sharks is in this. Okay. I made sure of that. Now I can just try to find the best price for it.
Let's see.
Do you ever spend too much money on like way too dumb shit?
Yep, all the time.
Yeah.
Or at least I used to. Let me close this out so it doesn't make noise.
Let's see. I have a pending transaction that should get me more money. It's gonna come in the night. Okay. I have some more money coming in tomorrow, so I will order Mississippi River Sharks then.
Thing's making my ears warm.
My everything is warm. If I had my glasses on right now, it would be Fog City.
Yeah, it's hot up here.
Yeah, it's hot in here too, man.
Come on, Jason. Come on.
The pop-ins went smoother than I thought it was going to, actually.
Yeah, that went pretty smooth. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Good content. Good content. Now we just gotta cap it off talking about some Mississippi River Sharks.
Well, he saw it, so. He says it's not working. Let me pause for a minute.
All right.
All right, it says he's trying to get it hooked up.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Hopefully he can get in here.
Yeah. Sorry for the great content, Twitch viewers.
Hey, we already gave him an hour of great
Yeah.
content.
Ah,
right?
there it is.
You guys already got an hour episode, man.
There he is.
There's the man. Connecting to the audio.
Connecting to audio. Can you hear us?
Oh, I think I actually, wow. Technologically, I actually did something right for once.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're here.
I suck at technology.
Hey, don't feel bad.
I'm good at the things that I'm good at, and I suck at everything else.
Hey, we had one of our previous guests on right before you got here, because this is our episode 69, and he's an IT guy. He's an IT guy, and he still can't figure out Zoom.
Yeah, still couldn't do
I
it.
used to have to hand my iPod to my 4-year-old daughter to fix my iPod. Like, yeah.
That's awesome.
4 years old and she got it. I had no idea what was going on.
So it's Mr. Jason London, everybody. I've been wanting to get you on the show here for a while, and we've been friends for quite a while now, and we've done
about 4 years, I think.
actually more than 5 because we're coming up on
I
our
think about
we're on our 5th anniversary of Monsters Anonymous right now, so we're
So definitely. Sorry, can I use that kind of language?
oh yeah, whatever you want.
Fuck yeah, man. Let's do it.
Fuck yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh man, I didn't realize it. Wow, it's longer than I thought it was.
5 whole years, man. It's been it's been crazy 5 years. So you got a lot of projects coming out now. I saw today you just got a new movie that just landed.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them. What was it? It's called Love Is on.
Love is on the air.
Love
The one
is
that you
in the
filmed.
Love is in the air or on the air.
Love is on the air that you filmed last year in
love it.
Modesto. That is now streaming available.
Here's Rebecca, everybody.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi.
Love is on the air, and because they constantly change the titles of these things. But
Yeah.
I've done a couple of movies in Connecticut, one in Rhode Island, and then I'm going back. I'm going back to Rhode Island, like on the 27th for another film, and then straight from there to Michigan for another film.
Fantastic.
So once things open back up, from the COVID scare and all of that, work really, everybody that was so anxious to work and so wanted to get their projects done, like just came back in full force. So things have been really, they've been nice since then. As far as being able to be busy.
So my co-host here.
Where can they watch Love is on the Air?
Watch this. Take a screenshot of this. This is where you can watch Love is on the Air.
Okay, we'll send it to them later.
Yeah, I saw the link for it on Facebook. I'll put it in the show notes.
Okay, great. Wonderful.
But it's actually, we watched it. I honestly,
It's
when I do these smaller movies, I'm a little like, sometimes I'm not really quite sure how it's going to turn out.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of these that really, it's a really cute movie. It's got a nice message to it, and it turned out well. And you never know what to expect. So it was something that made us laugh. Like we were rolling, like we were like, wow, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, because once you do like 4 or 5 movies after that, you sort of forget that movie you did.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry guys, I don't mean to be bragging.
No, you've been busy, man. You're a busy dude. You're always off filming stuff. But before we go any further, my co-host here is obsessed with Mississippi River sharks.
Obsessed.
Oh, how fun was that?
We had a lot of fun.
My favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, man. It's one of my favorite roles of all time because I got to play Jason London as a complete douchebag.
Yeah.
As yourself.
It was it was so much fun. There's nothing like getting to just literally just rail yourself, like just make yourself sound like the biggest goofball douchebag of all time.
It's such a weird, like meta.
Well,
movie.
I sort of emulated a few other people in my life. Not gonna name names.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we actually, what was the question that Duncan wanted to ask of Mr. London here?
Oh, yeah, I wrote it down. One of our guests that just came on wanted to know about the belt buckle pipe from Dazed and Confused. He wanted to know
once you wait about 20 seconds.
Really?
You
still got it?
Wait about 20 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
I have an assistant.
Awesome. So he's still got it.
This is gonna be great.
Holy crap! I cannot believe you still have that. That's awesome.
They
Dude.
let you keep it.
Hidden away.
It stays in a very safe place, and I have a gun. So.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Do you know how many people want that particular piece of movie history?
Quentin Tarantino offered me $200,000.
What?
Yeah, that was a hard no.
Crazy.
That was a hard no. Yeah.
So did you Did you steal that from set, or did Linklater let you have it?
No, it was gifted to me by Linklater the last day of the film. He came up to me and he said, "I've got something I want to give to you," and he gave it to me. And yeah, at first I cried because
That's so cool. So what would you do if Linklater came to you and said, "Hey, I want to go back and do Dazed and Confused 2, but set it in 1994, whenever the original movie came out?"
Well, first off, we're all 30 years older, so
yeah, but you could,
literally impossible.
Dude, they could de-age you guys a little bit. I mean, Marvel does it all the time.
And also, it was that they tried that sort of sister movie that was sort of like the Dazed and Confused in the 80s.
Yeah.
And it just didn't click. And the last thing we would have wanted was that Dazed went like from just that to that. And so I'm really glad that we never made a sequel to it. I really am.
Do they still do the Dazed and Confused, like the festival that they do in Austin?
Oh, brother, they've got them in Canada. They've got them in Niagara Falls.
Really?
They've got them in like Nebraska. They've got them in Austin. They've got them everywhere. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
And honestly, like for me, like I don't go to them because it's like let people enjoy the movie or whatever. It's 30 years old to me. I've done 100 movies since then.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So I love the fact that it's so popular, but it's not really that thing that I sort of hang my hat on,
Oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
That would be Mississippi River Sharks.
Oh, Mississippi River. Yeah. I tell you, and there's another one. No. There's another one I did called where I play this douchebag, like he's like the boss of this company that goes out on a vacation, and there's a bunch of nerds that have never been out on the river before, and it's called Dam Sharks. And DAM, and the sharks kill people, and they build a dam with their bodies.
I'm gonna have to write this down and see if I can find this anywhere.
Dam sharks.
You're talking Jacob's language now.
Yeah. Earlier on the podcast, I tried ordering Mississippi River Sharks.
Whenever I, those are the kind of things. Whenever I first hear the title and whatever it is, I'm like, get out of here, no. And then you read the script and you're like, this is really funny.
Yeah.
This is really. So I'm like, oh yes, I want to play this character. They tongue in cheek, nothing serious. It's not one of those sort of, pretend, horror movies. It's complete tongue in cheek, and it's great.
So not too long ago, we had Corin on the show, and we had Steve Wise on the show here.
Right on.
Please tell me about Blackwater Blues, man. Please, regale us.
I mean, we are, you go to Blackwater Blues trailer on YouTube, and you can see what we've started here in Ocean Springs. And our plan is once that it gets edited and the sound gets. They're working on the color and the sound and all that stuff right now. So we're still in post-production. Once that all gets cleaned up, we're going to start shopping it around to everything, to Netflix, to anywhere that'll pick us up. We have some interest from some people even in the Northeast that want to possibly fund it and have us maybe film a part of it up there. They know that we have to film, the majority down in Mississippi, but they're like, we really like they saw the pilot just in its raw form, like the one that you can see now, and they really liked it enough and that they were like, this is something I think that we might want to sink our teeth into. So that would be great.
Dude, I hope so, because you deserve it. Corin deserves it.
Because you'll be having a job.
Yeah, if you got that thing gets picked up, I'm like, I'll have a job somewhere.
Come on. Not even. It's not even a question. If we shoot it here in Springs, like we're gonna need you.
Yeah, there's a lot of actors and a lot of people that work in production down here that that just waiting for some big production to come down here, and I hope it gets picked up, man. I mean, not just because I want a job, but just it's good. It would be really cool if that got picked up.
What we've talked about is Corin Nemec and I. We've talked about the fact that if for some reason this one doesn't go, we'll just do another one.
Yeah,
we'll keep doing them until one gets picked up, because we have the ability to do that. That's the beautiful part about it being in Mississippi. We don't have to worry about the Los Angeles, New York kind of.
Connecticut will help you.
Yeah, Connecticut's great too. Yeah. We don't have to worry about like just the costs as much, and you get a lot of support from people down here. So
yeah,
it's a lot easier to make the things that you want. So if for some reason this one doesn't, I can't imagine that it won't, but knock on wood. If it doesn't, we'll do it. We'll go right into something else. So we're going to keep going until we make something happen.
That's fantastic.
Man.
I love hearing that.
Yeah,
I love
all
hearing
of you guys. We've got such beautiful talent like yourself. We've got incredible people down here that we don't have to worry about reaching out to the far corners of the planet. We've got like, okay, for this role, this is our buddy Chase. For this role, this is our buddy, da 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 da. Like it's just we went right into it, and everybody did an unbelievable job. And you know me, I'm going to make sure that they do a good job.
Yeah.
And so because a lot of people they've never been on camera before or whatever, and so of course the first rehearsals, the first few takes, they were very nervous, and I just did my thing that what we do, and within 2 takes they were on fire. And then after that, once they got that little heat in their belly, like once they felt like they felt it was good, and then we just went, it's like letting a bull go. You just like you let them go and let them do, and then they would just do their own thing, and everybody did an amazing job.
Well, that's how it felt, when we were filming Monsters Anonymous. You guys were, especially you really there for me that first night, because that was the first time I'd ever really done anything professionally in front of the camera, and I was the first up to film anything. So it was like, I gotta kick this shit off, man. Like, what am I doing?
Baptism by fire, right there.
And I did my first couple, and you were just like, dude, just get out the nervousness. Like, just if you get it good the first take, we'll use the first take, but just get that nervousness out.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that once you sort of just like once you can kind of like let go of the fact that there are people behind a camera, and there's a camera in front of you, and there's a sound guy over you, and there's other people in the scene, and once you can kind of get over that sort of a thing, and then go like, I'm going to do my thing.
Yeah,
I'm doing what I'm doing, and all of this other stuff doesn't even exist. Once you kind of get to have fun with it, and you get to really enjoy what you're doing, once you learn that, it takes one take, one time on one scene to have it for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah, and I felt that click too. Whenever finally all that stuff just goes away.
It absolutely goes away. You don't even think about it. There's some technical stuff, especially for somebody director minded like myself. Like I think about sort of like what lens we're on and where the lighting is, and I think I see. I say it's like I'm a spider. I have like eyes all around my head. only when I'm like in real life, I'm an idiot. But on set, I see everything, and so. I have my what is the frame going to be? What's the action going to be? What lens are we on? That's because I've been doing it long enough, Yeah. And so that way I know what my parameters are for what I'm working with at the moment. If they're way far away, I'm not going to like, if it's an emotional scene, I'm not going to completely blow my wad whenever I'm only this tiny in the scene. Right.
Yeah.
And so until it's like, until it's up there, it's all in the eyes, right? So you just learn that. But the people that we've got here, and I know that you would come on, I can't wait to find the role for you, man. I'm thinking like shiesty, kind of like
neo-Nazi.
I'm not. Yeah. No. Oh, you know what? Well, that might not actually be a horrible idea.
Yes.
Yeah. That might not be a horrible idea, actually. Something like that.
I like it.
But I think you kill it, brother.
I'll do whatever you need me to do. I'm there. You don't even need to ask. You just gotta give me the time and the place.
I'll tell you where to be and when to be.
Yes, and I'll be there.
Yeah, I know you will, brother. And you'll kill it.
Actually, I was talking with Wally earlier today, and I've been thinking a lot about doing some commentary tracks for the 5-year anniversary of Monsters Anonymous, like doing one with Brian, and I'd like to do one with you, if you're interested.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And
that'd be fun, bro.
Yeah, we'll do a couple of commentary tracks for it and put them up on YouTube. And did we lose?
Shit. My phone is literally about to go. My phone.
Okay.
My phone.
Well, I just wanted to ask you if that was because we'll let you go here in just a second. I know you're
okay.
a busy guy.
If my phone goes off, I love you all.
I love you too, brother. And
my
I'll
phone
talk
just
to you
gave
soon.
me the big FU. Yeah. Hey man, thank you. Hey, listen, I'm here.
Awesome.
All right, brother. I love you.
Love
talk
you
to you
too.
soon.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye.
Well, that was fun. We'll have to have him back on again soon.
Yeah. A good pop in from Jason London for the final little bit. Dude, we still have time. You want to just chop it up for a little bit until we have to go?
Yeah, we can. Because we're coming up on we're at an hour and 22 minutes, so I think we're good for an episode this week.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's go till 7:40. Let's do what we usually do.
7:40. I gotta pee.
Yeah, dude. go pee. I'll keep the people entertained.
I'll be fine. Let's just go.
All right. Yeah, dude. Jason London. Fucking awesome. I didn't realize you guys were so close.
Yeah, we've known each other for almost 6 years now.
Yeah, personal friends. Yeah, it was fun. I'm super surprised he still has the pipe, the belt buckle.
No, that's crazy. I never would have in a million years thought he would have still had that.
And Quentin Tarantino apparently really wants it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if somebody offered me $200,000 for a belt buckle, I'd be like, okay, it's yours.
That's how you know it means a lot to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk to him long enough for me to ask him what, for me to make friends with him. I'm a little sad. I wanted to ask him if I could be in the fucking TV show.
Well, I'll see if he can get a role for you in Blackwater Blues if it gets picked up.
I'll shave my head and be a neo-Nazi with you, dude.
Okay, I'm down with that.
I'm fucking totally fine with that.
But yeah, it's weird being at this stage in my life and have done projects and worked and now become friends with people that I grew up idolizing as a teenager.
Yeah.
Brian O'Halloran, Jason London, and like getting to make movies with those guys is so surreal. Like to have, like, I look in my phone and I have their phone numbers. I'm like, how did that happen? Like, I used to watch these movies over and over again, and now I'm like friends with these guys. Like, how does that happen?
It is very surreal. I know. I wish I was fucking that close with Jason London and Brian O'Halloran, but at least through this experience, I've gotten to be close with, Jenny Zagrino. I opened for her, and now she's just Jenny to me.
We gotta have Jenny back on the show because she's been posting some risque Instagram photos lately. Like, whoa, hey, Jenny.
I'm just gonna say, 10 out of 10, man. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. She's an attractive lady. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Jenny Zagrino is.
Jacob should try to hook that up.
Hey, man, we met in person. She definitely wouldn't be interested. I don't think she'd be interested. She has a lot of better options on the table. Yeah, there's no way. I think right now she's trying to crowdfund her next comedy special. She's just gonna crowdfund it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, super cool, man. I mean, if you have an hour and no network, and you don't want to shop around for networks, and networks don't want to pick it up, fucking crowdfund that shit and put it out and make your own money.
Yeah, because I mean, you could put that stuff on Amazon Prime yourself.
Yeah,
that's what I did with Monsters Anonymous. It was on Amazon Prime for a few years before they took away the short film stuff and got unceremoniously booted from Amazon, so I had to put it up on YouTube.
Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks.
Which we do, I've been in touch. I've kept in touch with the cast, the cast and crew of Monsters Anonymous. The Sawilo Films and all those guys. Over the years, and they still want to work with us on the next project, which me and Wally have had another script ready to go since Monsters Anonymous, and we were getting ready to have a big meeting with the cast and crew. I know Brian O'Halloran was going to be a part of it. We were going to have a big meeting with the production crew producers and everything over in New Orleans, and right before Corona hit, because we were going to get it filmed, and then Corona happened, and it just kind of put everything on the back burner. So me and Wally have this other project that we're really have been ready to work on for 2-3 years now, that should have been made already, but it hasn't, and hopefully things will calm down enough, because we've got people that worked on the Star Wars prequels wanting to do some practical effects for it, because it's a sci-fi short film.
Wow.
And
really awesome.
We got a lot of big name people that want to work on it. Just need Corona to go the fuck away. Go get your freaking vaccine and help make this shit go away, so I can get back to doing what I love, which is making movies. So as soon as everything's back to normal, we're gonna crowdfund it probably.
Dude, I mean, you don't even need to get your vaccine. Just take some ivermectin and work out for 2 days, and you'll suck it off.
Take some horse dewormer and what else? Drink some bleach.
Yep. Dude, what's funny is the newest...
Shine a flashlight up your asshole. Light kills it.
The newest episode of Joe Rogan that came out, he was talking about, like, should I sue CNN? Because they're saying I took horse dewormer. Like, dude, you fucking did. He posted on his Instagram, it's like, I took ivermectin and exercised and beat coronavirus in 2 days. Like, no, Joe, you got it 2 weeks ago and didn't get tested, you fucking dumbass. Joe Rogan is the dumbest, smartest person on this fucking planet.
I used to like watching, listening to his podcast. Like, I really did. But the thing with Joe Rogan is like, he's got to understand at this point that he is, whether or not he thinks he's an idiot, which he is, we all know he's an idiot. Like, that's why we've loved him for years as a comedian and on his shows. But he's got so many millions of people that listen to him that are stupid, and are gonna listen to what he has to say, and you have to take responsibility for that at some point. Like, you may think you're an idiot, you say you're an idiot, but at some point it's like, you have all these followers that hang on every word you say. You have to take some responsibility at some point.
Yeah, it's like, he's like a lot like Oprah, man. Like, he really is. I mean, because back in the day, all fucking women on the planet did whatever Oprah said.
Yeah,
and
he's the Oprah for dude bros.
Yeah, it's like there are people who go by him religiously. One of the guests we have coming up on the podcast actually ran into Joe Rogan at an HEB in Austin.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, We'll see if we can talk to him about that.
He also does a podcast. Guests. We got some really good guests coming up. So if you're a fan of this podcast, or some people that would like this podcast, please help us spread the word, because we're at a point in podcasting where it's really hard to get new listeners, and I've been trying really hard, like pushing Nerd Cave Retro on Twitter, and it's really hard to push this show because I don't really, know what to post other than the episodes themselves. So the best way to get people to listen is to tell your friends, anyone who might like the show, anybody that's in the entertainment industry or wants to know more about it, musicians, comedians, whatever. I mean, we do this show so people can get an insight into what goes on behind the scenes of the entertainment industry.
And so they can laugh.
And laugh. Yeah, we can say we're idiots because, like 3 people listen to this show.
Hey, man, I will say,
until we get 3 million, then I'll start taking some responsibility for what I say.
The best feeling in the world is when someone comes up to you in the wild that's listened to your podcast that you've never met before.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best feeling. That happened to me at the Juke Joint the other night. After I got done hosting the show, I was just hanging out outside, and these 2 guys were talking about podcasts in front of me. And one of them just looked over at me. He's like, "Hey, I've listened to your podcast too. That's good shit, man."
Hell yeah.
I was like, wow, people I don't know listen to this show.
We're getting it out there.
That's fucking amazing.
So help
getting it out there.
Help us spread the word. If you like the show and you want to support us, please think about either subscribing to us on Anchor.fm
where you can subscribe to the show for like, you don't have to, you can still download the show and listen to it. But if you want to throw us $1 a month, that helps the show. If you want to be a patron, at openmicers.com, that'll take you straight to our Patreon. Whether it's even $1 a month helps. Like,
we have literally a $1 tier.
Yeah, like we have a $1 tier now. Our lowest tier used to be $3, but we lowered it to $1 so that we could get more people to sign on, because we really like doing this show. We enjoy doing this show. The only reason we never stopped doing it is because we love it. And even though at this point the show it doesn't really cost us any money anymore. Ever since we moved to Anchor, we actually break even, which is nice at this point. But still, it'd be nice to have a few extra bucks every month to for new equipment.
Actually do more.
We could get Jacob a new webcam, so he doesn't look like he's talking through milk, and it'll help us out. So head over to openmicers.com if you'd like to be a patron or subscribe to us on Anchor.fm. Please tell your friends, spread the word. Go give us a review wherever podcasts or wherever you listen to us. Drop a review, and we'll love you for it. So thank you guys. Thank you for listening for 69 whole episodes, baby.
All right.
Dude,
I'm serious at this point. I feel like we're going to make it to 100 for sure.
We'll definitely make 100. We may stop at 100 and be like, fuck this. Can't do it anymore.
Well, I set goals, Jason Robbins. That's what I do. That's why we get a lot of cool guests, because I'm the one that sets some fucking goals. Right. If we ever get Kevin Smith on this podcast, that'll be the last episode. If we make it to 420 episodes, that'll be the last episode, and I'm going to kill myself live on air. So just that's just how it is. That's just how it is.
Great.
That's how it's going to end.
All right. Yeah, but 420 episodes, that's a lot. That's a long time from now. That's like 3 or 4 years from now.
Well, Nerd Cave Retro's on like what, 5,000 episodes?
No, we're on like
like that.
241, but we've been going every week for like 5 years now, and we've only gotten to 250 episodes.
Yeah, that's too many episodes.
So yeah, I'll be dead by the time we reach 420 episodes.
Dude, I'll be dead by then.
Well, you'll be dead from diabetes complications, and I'll just be dead of old age.
Yeah. But man, I mean, 69. It's a good reflection. I couldn't 69 without you, Jason.
I couldn't 69 without you either, Jacob.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually, I haven't mentioned this to you yet. I've had my wheels turning a little bit about when we get to 100 episodes, maybe starting a spin-off podcast. And I was thinking that maybe when we get to 100 episodes, I would do a spin-off MMA podcast.
Hey,
because I've been wanting to do that a lot on this show, and it doesn't really fit in with our demographic.
Yeah, and I don't know shit about MMA.
And it's not fair to you to make you have to talk to these people you probably don't want to talk to. So I thought about doing, once we hit 100 episodes, my own spinoff podcast called Open Mats, because when you go to a gym, it's open mat.
I like it.
Yeah, I thought about doing Open Mats with Jacob Craig, where I talk to MMA people, talk about MMA, all that stuff. Just an idea. Just throwing that out there.
Well, if you'd like to hear an Open Mats podcast, let us know.
Yes, let us know, please. Yeah, you can email us, actually.
Email us
all the time.
Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and thank you, Jacob, for doing this podcast with me. And I'm going to go ahead and play our music and go ahead and get us out of here. What do you say?
Let's do it.
If you'd like to email us, you can email us at openmikerspodcast@gmail.com. We're at openmikers on Instagram and Twitter, and also on Facebook at openmikerspodcast.com. Openmikers.com takes you straight to our Patreon, and go subscribe to us on anchor.fm, and you can send us voicemails there too. So we will see you guys next week. That was a fun episode, a long episode, and I am about to burst.
Yeah, that was a good time, long time. The first time this has ever felt like work for me.
Really?
Yeah, first time.
Well, thank you guys for hanging out on Twitch. I'll be back in about 25 minutes for Nerd Cave Retro. And we'll see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll see you guys next week.